Vladimir Guerrero Jr. didn't just play Game 6. He owned it, dominated it, and refused to let the Toronto Blue Jays season end without one final fight. Facing elimination on the road with championship dreams hanging by a thread, Vlad delivered the kind of performance that separates franchise cornerstones from talented players who fade when the lights shine brightest. His 3-hit, 2-home run, 5-RBI masterpiece didn't just keep Toronto's season alive. It seized momentum, shattered Seattle's confidence, and forced a winner-take-all Game 7. This was Vlad Jr. at his absolute peak, cementing his reputation as a legitimate October force. Let's break down the numbers, because they tell an incredible story. Vladimir Guerrero Jr. went 3 for 4 with 2 home runs, 5 RBIs, a walk, and a stolen base as the Blue Jays demolished the Mariners 9-3. His first home run came in the 3rd inning, a towering 2-run shot that exploded off his bat at 111 miles per hour with a launch angle of 31 degrees, traveling 429 feet into the right field seats at T-Mobile Park. That swing immediately erased Seattle's early lead and gave Toronto confidence. But his second home run? Even more emphatic. A 3-run blast in the 6th inning that turned a close 4-2 game into a comfortable 7-2 cushion. The ball left his bat at 113 miles per hour, the hardest hit ball by any player in this entire series, clearing the fence in left center by an estimated 23 feet with distance measured at 441 feet. And it wasn't just power. Vlad's plate discipline shined throughout. He worked a 9-pitch walk in the 2nd inning, fouling off 5 consecutive 2-strike pitches before drawing ball 4. Toronto scored 9 runs on 13 hits, with Vlad accounting for 3 hits and 5 RBIs. That's 56% of the team's run production coming directly from his bat. Win probability metrics tell the story clearly. His first homer spiked Toronto's chances from 38% to 62% instantly, a 24-point swing. His second homer pushed it from 68% to 93%, a 25-point jump. He personally added 49 percentage points of win probability. That's 97th percentile among all playoff performances over the past decade. The entire baseball world was watching this moment unfold. The game drew 3.91 million Canadian viewers on Sportsnet and 2.37 million American viewers on TBS, totaling 6.28 million, the highest for any Division Series game this postseason. Viewership peaked at 7.12 million during his 6th inning at-bat. Live betting markets experienced absolute chaos. FanDuel reported that same-game parlays featuring Vlad to hit a homer cashed at 8.3%. DraftKings estimated his performance cost sportsbooks approximately $9.6 million across all North American markets. The series now stands deadlocked at 3 games apiece, forcing a winner-take-all Game 7 at Rogers Centre, where Toronto possesses home field advantage and the kind of momentum that historically decides playoff series. This Game 6 fundamentally transformed Vlad Jr.'s postseason legacy. He entered these playoffs carrying questions about his October credentials. His career postseason numbers showed a middling .267 average with .743 OPS across 31 games. This Game 6 obliterated those narratives. His postseason /line for this series now sits at .348/.429/.789 with 4 home runs and 11 RBIs across 6 games. Production that ranks among elite postseason performances by first basemen over the past 2 decades. The merchandising surge exceeded all projections. Fanatics reported a 162% spike in Vlad Jr. jersey sales during the 8 hours following the final out, with his authentic royal blue home jersey becoming the #1 selling MLB item, surpassing even Aaron Judge and Shohei Ohtani merchandise. Social media engagement revealed the truly national and international scope of Vlad's heroics. The official Blue Jays Twitter highlight video accumulated 9.7 million views within 18 hours, the most viewed Blue Jays post since Bautista's bat flip. Vlad's Instagram gained 387,000 new followers in 30 hours. Game 7 odds opened with Toronto as -165 favorites at home. Average ticket prices jumped 89% in 4 hours, with lower bowl seats climbing from $365 to $687. Vlad's Game 6 performance immediately evokes comparisons to some of the greatest elimination game heroics in baseball history. David Ortiz's legendary performances for Boston, particularly his 2004 ALCS Game 5 walk-off hit, or his 2013 ALCS Game 2 with 2 homers and 6 RBIs. Like Vlad, Ortiz posted a career .301 batting average in elimination games. Derek Jeter's Game 7 heroics provide another comparison, building his Hall of Fame legacy on clutch October moments with a career .308 postseason average. But the most relevant comparison? Carlos Beltran's 2004 postseason. Beltran slugged 8 home runs and drove in 14 runs across just 12 games for Houston, posting absurd slash lines of .435, .536, /1.022, the single greatest individual playoff performance by a position player in modern history. Vlad's 4 home runs through 6 games puts him on a similar trajectory. Within Blue Jays franchise history, this Game 6 ranks among the most dominant individual playoff performances alongside Joe Carter's walk-off World Series homer in 1993 and Jose Bautista's bat-flip 3-run homer in the 2015 ALDS Game 5. Here's something compelling. Vlad's father, Vladimir Guerrero Jr., posted a career .262 postseason batting average with 5 home runs across 33 playoff games. Respectable, but not legendary. Vlad Jr. is already posting superior playoff numbers at age 25 than his Hall of Fame father ever achieved. Historical data provides encouraging context for Toronto. Teams that force a Game 7 by winning Game 6 on the road have won the deciding contest 62% of the time since 1995. The economic implications of Vlad's Game 6 performance are staggering. Rogers Communications stands to generate approximately $21.1 million in direct revenue from hosting Game 7 when accounting for ticket sales, premium seating, luxury suites, concessions, parking, sponsorship activation, and advertising revenue. The gambling industry's integration into baseball created massive revenue streams. PointsBet reported their total handle for Game 6 reached $47.3 million across all bet types, the highest single-game handle for any baseball game in their platform's history excluding World Series contests. Toronto's local economic ecosystem experiences substantial revenue influx during home playoff games. Game 7 will draw approximately 38,000 fans from outside Greater Toronto, with the average visiting fan spending approximately $378 beyond their ticket price, generating roughly $14.4 million in visitor spending. And internationally, in the Dominican Republic, Vlad's home country, approximately 10% of the nation's entire population watched his elimination game heroics, 973,000 viewers on a workday afternoon. Game 7 represents the ultimate coin flip scenario with monumental implications for both franchises. Toronto sends Kevin Gausman to the mound on full rest, their ace who posted a 3.28 ERA during the regular season. Seattle counters with Logan Gilbert, who showed vulnerability in Game 3, surrendering 4 earned runs over 5 innings. The bullpen mathematics heavily favor Toronto. The Blue Jays' closer Jordan Romano hasn't pitched since Game 5, giving him 2 full days of rest. Seattle's bullpen looks compromised after burning through 4 relievers in Game 6. In a Game 7 where every leverage situation matters, Toronto possesses a clear advantage in fresh arms. The offensive matchup reveals interesting contrasts. Toronto's lineup functions as a high-variance, power-oriented attack that can score in bunches. In a Game 7 where bullpens will be deployed aggressively, Toronto's ability to score multiple runs through one swing creates a distinct advantage. And Vlad Jr.'s demonstrated ability to deliver multi-run home runs makes him the single most dangerous offensive weapon in this Game 7. Vladimir Guerrero Jr.'s Game 6 performance wasn't just about numbers. It was a statement of arrival, a definitive answer to every question about his ability to perform when elimination looms. This was the kind of signature playoff performance that defines careers, the moment when talented players transform into October legends whose names get mentioned alongside Ortiz, Jeter, and Beltran. Game 7 now looms as the ultimate pressure test. Toronto carries home field advantage, bullpen superiority, psychological momentum, and the comfort of knowing their franchise cornerstone has already proven he can dominate in elimination scenarios. Seattle possesses the resilience of a team that's overcome adversity all season, talented young players hungry to prove themselves, and the desperate energy that comes from having nothing left to lose. Vlad Jr.'s legacy hangs in the balance in ways that few players experience at age 25. Another signature performance would complete one of the great individual playoff series in modern baseball history and establish him definitively as an October performer who belongs in elite company. The beauty and cruelty of winner-take-all formats is that everything gets distilled into 9 innings where execution and composure determine who advances and who watches the rest of October from home. What do you think? Drop your answers in the comments. Is Guerrero Jr. now definitively established as an elite October performer, or does he need to deliver again in Game 7? And are the Blue Jays overwhelming favorites, or can the Mariners pull off the underdog victory?